Hello, Professor. My name is Taylor Creja, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the last two general education competencies. The first one we're going to start with is quantitative reasoning. For this one, students should be able to model relevant information into a mathematical representation, use logic and calculations to solve problems, use information to support an argument or make an inference, analyze data to make judgments or conclusions, use computing technology to solve problems efficiently and effectively. So this is an Excel project that I have from a computer information course this semester. And the first step is to put information into a mathematical representation. So as you can see on this document, this is from a Pasadena tree nursery, and this is just about their inventory. So I have quantity in stock with a graph next to it. I have their retail price, and then on the top you can see the total of the items in stock, and then the average, median, lowest, and highest price of all the trees. So the next step is to use logic or calculations to solve a problem. And you can see highlighted in the big red long box, that is the quantity in stock. And then just on top it says the addition of all of the numbers in the quantity in stock, and then on the formula bar you can see that it took the sum of columns A14 to A42, which is again that long box. Next you can see that they have a box of what the landscape is going to be used for, and that is an example of inferring their information. The next step is to draw conclusions, and you can see that they have the amount that they have in stock so that it's noted when they need to order something new or if it's okay for now, and that is based on the quantity number. And lastly, you use computing technology to draw conclusions efficiently and effectively, and you can see that for the average price you don't have to go in and add everything up and divide it. You just press a button and it does the average for you itself. And then lastly, here's just the textbook that I used that had the directions to the project. So the last competency we're going to discuss is information literacy. And for this one, students should be able to determine the nature and extent of the information needed, select the most appropriate investigative methods, evaluate information and its sources, use information effectively, and access and use information ethically and legally. So this is from a course called Children's Literature that I had at RCC, and for this assignment you had to pick a research topic, and I picked eating disorders, but then you also had to make it appropriate for a children's book. So this is a really long one. I would think it was about 20 pages. When determining the extent of the information that I needed to take into consideration what the assignment was. So as I said, I needed to make more of a serious topic into a children's book. So I needed a ton of information on the eating disorders and how it makes a person feel and what they do to your body. And for methods of investigation, I used websites, books, peer-reviewed journals, and these are just a couple examples. So this is an example of critically evaluating the information from a source, and it says, another example would be the Barbie doll. Many young girls desire a Barbie doll as their toy of choice. Take a second to think about what a Barbie doll looks like. Long blonde hair, vivid blue eyes, tan skin, tiny waist with large curvatures. As mentioned in the peer-reviewed journal, Body Image, Media, and Eating Disorders, the measurements of a Barbie were physically impossible until the revamp of the Barbie in the late 1990s. That's the irony of it all. All this time, girls across America has always desired to be as perfect as their favorite Barbie doll, and then they realize that it's not able to accomplish. So here, I'm evaluating the source by not just giving the information from the source, but giving my own opinion about it as well. And then the purpose of the book, I state that it's to make adolescents across America aware that what is being shown on the media is an irrational body ideal. And lastly, here's just a picture of the work cited to show that I got the information ethically and legally. So that wraps up the last two general education competencies. Thank you for sticking along, and I hope you enjoyed.